All right. So we're going to be talking about what to do in your first week as a coach and how to help your coaches get through their first week. And even if they've been coaching for 6 months, but haven't gotten traction or haven't done anything, start with week 1 now. So first, a public announcement, like I call it the coming out post. That's key. People won't know what you're doing just because they see you drinking Shakeology or doing a workout or posting a selfie. Lots of people post workout selfies and they're just CrossFitters. Right. So, they're not a business owner. So post what you're doing, and then obviously have a call to action in that post. Come and join me. Let me tell you more about it, whatever it is. So that's the first thing. And then the next thing is to start building your network immediately. Like if you're starting on Facebook, immediately start going and friending like 10 to 20 people a day. Because I think you'll be okay and you'll not get into Facebook jail with like 10 to 20 a day.
I friend like 50 people a day, and it never, so occasionally it'll pop up and say, do you know this person in real life or something like that? And I'm like, yep.
Yep, move on. Yeah, so building your market immediately is key. And then starting right away with forming messages, because like I had mentioned earlier this week, I formed someone 19 months ago and they bought a challenge pack a couple days ago. But if I hadn't started talking to her the week after I started coaching, she wouldn't be my customer. So it's so important to get the forming out there. But understanding that, like, I don't encourage new coaches to do a lot of invites the first week, because I made it. This is just from learning from my
very frantic.
It's like you're like one of those money machines, and like you don't.
Yeah, you're super, super excited, and you think everybody's going to do it, and you're like, "Oh, join me!" And then people, they say no. And you sound desperate.
You sound so and like your excitement is not everyone else's level of excitement,
right?
So I encourage new coaches to form up the yin yang, reconnect with old people. Talk to people you see in person about it. If they ask what's new, what have you been up to? You look super happy. You look great. What are you drinking? Why do you have your gym clothes on? Whatever it is that can lead into a conversation. But the focus needs to be on forming, because you need to build trust. A couple people bought from me the first week or so that I was a coach. They were A, my friends, and B, they were going to sign up anyway. It was, I signed up at the beginning of January. People are just naturally going to fall into my lap that wanted to do it with a friend. They would have signed up with any friend that they had. I wasn't anyone special. I hadn't done anything.
Right.
I worked for those, but
it amazes me. My first 3 months, I hit Success Club 10 all 3 months. That was 30 people. No, 15 people. And I did nothing.
At first they it's the low hanging fruit. You always get the low hanging fruit. That's why you need to form right away. Cause you probably, and I formed like 3 people my first 3 months.
Oh my God. Then November hit and I crashed and burned.
Exactly. So, had we been talking about the importance of forming, I probably would have a lot of more prospects and wouldn't have crashed and burned in May. Month 4 is really hard. If you're not forming in month 1, month 4 is going to be hard. So that's why the second thing you need to do is just form like crazy. Third thing is forming like crazy. And really natural conversations. Like, hey, how are you? What's new? And if they don't even know who to message, what I tell new coaches now, you scroll Facebook anyway. Obviously, if you found me to do this, you scroll Facebook. So scroll Facebook, and who are the first 5 people in your news feed? What are their pictures about? And so, let's do a little test right now to see because I did this last night in a call, and it was amazing, the amount of things. Okay, the first one is a picture of my friend Rachel on vacation with her 2 kiddos at the beach. I could easily, oh my God, you look like you're having an amazing time in Cape Cod. How's the weather? It's been super hot, but has it been nice near the beach? Love to catch up. Right. Next one of my friends is a photographer. He photographed an engagement shoot. Oh my God, I have been following your photography. You have done amazing. How's life since high school? I'd love to catch up, buddy. Right. The next one.
This is crazy. See, mine are not like that.
So the way that this is, you set up your newsfeed based on your interactions. So like the more I comment and like other people's stuff, the more they show up on my newsfeed. Mm-hmm. So I like everything. I literally like everything as it scrolls, but I have to be careful, like to pay attention and make sure I'm not liking like another coach's post.
Mm-hmm. Like everything on everybody's walls, and I see you. Oh, that's a great picture, by the way.
Oh, thanks. First take, by the way. First take.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Those are the best.
That never happens.
Yep. And then I have a girl that I'd given a sample of Shakeology to, and she said it was gross. That was fun. Then some girl who's doing a poll.
What's she asking?
What is best deep fried item for the fair? And she's deep fried Twinkie, deep fried Oreo, or deep fried Snickers.
A, Oreo. And B, oh my God, that's a great thing to engage someone about. I have someone that I sent a link out to today because she was at the gym, or she took a picture of herself on her way to the gym, and she said hashtag, but I love pizza. She was like asking me to talk to her about this. This is, people put their stuff out there because they want you. People's favorite thing to talk about is themselves.
Right. Absolutely.
So how can you engage, the Oreo girl? You could comment on it and then send her a message or draft a message and send it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Whatever your style is. But this is where, like, I was talking to Katie about this last night about, I could send these type of messages. I could send 100 a day. Mm-hmm. They just roll off my tongue. They come so easily to me because I'm a good small talker. Mm-hmm. And I always can think of different ways to relate what someone's doing to a question. Like, mm-hmm. I think that's also the social worker in me, is always to ask questions to get more information.
Yep.
The direct inviting and dealing with any sort of opposition of any kind is where I struggle, where that's where Katie shines. Like, she can invite anyone to the business opportunity all day long because it's a substantive conversation. Mm-hmm. My conversations don't start that way. They're all very superficial. They get somewhere, some of them, mm-hmm. Too substantive. And, I had messaged someone thanking them for liking my post. I posted about the military, which is something I literally rarely post about. Never. Someone didn't know, someone that I went to high school with, when I messaged her and thanked her, didn't know that Scott was in the military. And she went to high school with Scott and I was like, okay, I guess I really don't post about it that much.
Well, it's just, in general, it's something you try to avoid, especially when your Facebook is public.
Yeah. And it's not about me. Like,
right, exactly.
It would be weird if Scott was posting about how my job affected his life.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Totally could.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
He's like, in bed alone again.
Yeah. Hashtag coach husband. Yeah, no, he literally is watching the Olympics by himself. But this girl, one girl that I messaged about it, just thanking her, gave me like her whole life story. And was like, I know you didn't message me to have me dump all my problems on you. I was like, actually, I did. I wanted to.
Right, this is good. Give me more.
I wanted to hear what you have to say. And now and she said some very nice things. And, now I've built that relationship. So anyway, so to circle the wagon back to the topic, mm-hmm. That's why forming at the beginning is crucial.
Right.
Crucial. And then, so the fourth thing that a coach needs to do is get on team calls. Whatever one or ones they can commit to at least one, at least their upline coach, if not one or two levels up, and the national wake-up call. I think getting in the habit of listening to the national wake-up call and remembering you are connected to a network is really important to get that community sense. It's the same feeling you get when you go to events, like when you go to Super Saturday, when you go to Summit, you remember that you're part of something. So that's the fourth thing. And then the fifth thing, and this is in no particular order, is consistency with whatever program they're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, do it and do it well. But be real about it. Like, I just ate a half a sleeve of Thin Mints. I should probably post about that. I went to my business post instead, but I should probably talk about how I ate the Thin Mints and like, I'm still going to be all right. So anyway, to review, it is do your coming out post, expand your network immediately and big, form, get on team calls, connect to your network, and be a product of the product. Be whatever program you're doing, work on yourself, because if you're not working on yourself, this business is not going to work for you. So those are my 5 tips to give to new coaches. And I've been thinking a lot about new coaches because I just feel that our team is growing, and I feel it's going to keep growing. And so I want to be ready for that. And so I'm thinking, of somehow incorporating that in the new coach training. Somehow, I haven't done it this time, but somehow figure that out. So that's what, so those are the 5 tips for a new coach in their first week. And then it's, then moving on to the bigger things about understanding the business and personal development and
legs and volume. And
oh, yes. Yeah. Just get to Emerald and everything else will make sense.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right. So I'm going to stop the recording since this is